I'm going to show you a couple more things you can do with masking. It's actually kind of the opposite of what we did before. I'm actually going to show you a way to do it where you are creating almost like I don't know, like a vintagey look or like distressed kind of look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the stuff that I want. So click, click, click. So I have my blue bar, my words, and my blue bar. I'm actually going to group them, Command G. Okay, so just like before, we go over to our transparency, and I'm going to hit Make Mask. So you notice in this world, just before, the way we did it before, this was black. I'm actually going to hit click on the clip word. And what I'm going to do now is make sure I go into my mask, which is here. I'm going to invert. Nope. Remember, what is white is visible. What is black is invisible. What's white is visible. What's black is invisible. So what I can do is instead of doing a white brush to make stuff show up, I'm actually going to make a black brush and make stuff go away. Alright, so I'm actually going to use the same brushes that we used in the shading, but in this time, like I said, I'm going to use black instead. I'm actually going to make this a little bigger, and as I paint, you can see it is making that same thing, but it's actually making stuff disappear, right? Because it's black. To kind of get a realistic or, I don't know, not as forced look to it, using a couple different scatter brushes in here to make that look happen. And I kind of just do spots here and there. You don't want to go overboard on this, and you don't want to make really obvious lines, because that usually doesn't look great either. Like I said, you can bump this up a little bit and but it's going to make bigger holes rather than just making it farther, like spread more. So I'm going to kind of go back in here, there, maybe grab one or two more. Oh, alright, so that's way too big, so I'm going to go way smaller. Maybe just go off to the side on some of them too. Alright, so you kind of get the gist for a bit, right? And so I'll do it again on my cat. So I got to get out of my mask, go to my cat, make mask, clip, right, which turns it white. And then I'm going to take my brush. Ooh, I got to make sure I clip on my mask. Get black brush. I'm getting tired. Alright, so you can kind of get the idea. So we're actually creating like shading and that kind of stuff, doing negative space. Alright, by erasing stuff rather than, well, actually I don't like to use the word erase because it's not actually erasing anything. What it's doing is hiding it. So it's still there, so we're just kind of hiding it a little bit. Okay, so that is kind of your reverse masking. Ta-da! Oh, I'm going to show you this too while I'm actually thinking about it. This one's pretty short anyway. I'm going to actually show you one more type of masking. I'm actually just going to do it over here on the side. Let's see, let's make a line. So I'm just going to make a line. There, make it a little bit fatter. Forgot about this one. I'm still in there, so that's why it's not working. Let's get out of here. Alright. So let's make our line again. Line. Sweet. Okay, so I got a line. Make this stroke a little bit fatter. And I'm going to make a bunch of them. So actually, if I hit Option and down, or Option in any direction, it'll actually make a copy of your line and then just repeat it. Okay, so these are a whole bunch of lines. I'm going to go up to my spacer router. So this is my distribution center. So now those are spaced out. Those are spaced out super far though. Why is that? Not want them spaced out. Oh, it's spaced out because I have it aligning to my artboard. I actually want to align it to my selection. Boom. Okay. And let's do this. I'm going to rotate this 45. Maybe make these blue instead. Let's drag this down. Let's go up here. Got it. Just do what I want, would you? Bring this to stroke. Cool. And maybe I'll just do one more. That's fine. Alright, so what I want to do is I want a shape to actually have that texture and you know that kind of stuff inside of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to group this, Command G. I'm going to make a shape. Let's take this circle and drag it over. Let's make a couple circles so you can kind of get the idea. And I'm going to merge that, so that's one whole shape. So I'm actually going to take this, put it on top. Oops. Let's bring this to the front, Command Shift, bracket, on top. Cool. So I'm going to select this, right, because this is all one group. This is the group. Select it all. I'm going to go to Object, Clipping Mask, Make. So what that did is that it took that shape that was on top and basically used that to cut something out. So yeah, so that can be kind of cool. So you can take that with images, you can take that with textures, so like some of those textures that we took outside, that kind of stuff. So that's kind of another kind of cool, fun way to use a different type of mask. Alright.